Drew Olanoff from TechCrunch, and I have a special group of people here with me today. Yesterday we went to a hackathon involving veterans, not something normal that we see in the Valley, and it's fantastic. Obviously, being Veterans Day, it's very important to think about, evolving your career once folks get out of the military. And I think it's great, and it was a hackathon, and then there was presentations, and there was a winner, and we have that winner here today. The team is called Bugl, Bugl.co, and I'm here with Isaac and Jared, and congratulations on the win.
Thanks. Thank
you. Can you tell us a little bit about the experience of the hackathon itself, how you found out about it, and what was the process like? You were coding heavily when I met with you yesterday.
Right, yeah. So I found out about it from Twitter. I follow a pocket of veterans who are involved here in San Francisco and along the Valley. The veterans, and I noticed this hashtag Vets in Tech. And,
right.
And so that led back to the event, and it sounded like something I'd love to be involved in and get tied in with a community of veterans who are involved here in the Valley. So it sounded like a great thing to do and meet people, so I was like, I've got to be there.
Right. And how did you guys meet up? Did you kind of did you have the idea and then find the people? We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but
yeah, I had the idea a few days ago, and I pitched it, and I was looking for coders, and he thought it sounded like a good idea, so we got together.
So just tell us quickly, what does Bugl.co do? Because when you told me about it, I was like, yes, awesome.
So it's a messaging system, but it's a little bit different. When you think of messaging systems, you think of things like Twitter, where you kind of broadcast it out to everybody, or WhatsApp, where you can send it to an individual or you can send it to a group. So we actually kind of restrict the usability to where you can only send it to the people subordinate to you. So for military use, it would be people directly under you in the chain of command. So if you're a platoon sergeant, you would send it to each squad leader, and then they would in turn forward it on to the people below them. We also allow you to enable acknowledgements. So when this person receives the message, they push a button, and it's very clear that you're acknowledging that you received it. Right. That way, you're saying, I understood the order as you sent it.
Right. And there were 6 or 7 teams there, and we met with all of them, and there were some pretty cool things. So can you tell us a little bit how it was for you guys to get this ready to present in front of people?
So like any hackathon, the number one factor is time. And so we had to restrict it naturally to what were the most important things, what we wanted to show the judges, so that the idea really shone on its own,
right.
That the idea could shine through. And that, I think, is what led to us winning, is that we had something that was live on the web,
right.
And we broadcast the message, and we used Twilio's API
Perfect.
to send a message to some of the organizers and the judges into his phone. And so I think, there's that little wow factor of, hey, this is live,
it works.
We're using it, and I think that's what got us the win.
Right. Yeah, I mean, can you tell us a little bit about what the judges gave you feedback on?
Sure. They were looking for apps that were legitimately built during this weekend. Like I said, I maybe put half an hour of thought into it before this weekend. So it was full on built during this weekend. Also, they wanted something that had a real military impact. So they said, this is something that could actually take off. It could be profitable. It could have a real world implication. And it was entirely built this weekend. And there's also uses for humanitarian aid, other things like that as well.
Sure. No, and so that's really exciting. Where do you go from here? What's the next step? I mean, are you guys, when I talked to the organizers, I said, look, we're helping people form companies. That's a difficult thing to do. Are you gonna be a company?
I think it's very likely. Right now, I'm moving from one project, and so there's a lot of different things going on.
Sure.
Definitely, and I'm looking at different projects to start working for. But me and Jared are talking about definitely pressing forward with this, and building out a good functionality to see who we can start getting work on it. Or who we can get to use it, because Jared's unit, I know they're anxious to hear about it and to try it out. And so I think we may build it out pretty quick here to where we can get a live user set as soon as possible.
We won some space in Rocket Space downtown, so we're gonna start.
Right, that was one of the prizes. Yeah, and what were the other prizes that you won?
An hour with Scott Case, so we'll be speaking with him. He's the CEO of Startup America.
Yes.
So it's pretty awesome.
That's great.
A few other things. I don't remember exactly.
No. There was a few things. You guys have been.
Well, there's this.
Well,
This
there's
is
this. Well, this. I mean, I told you yesterday. I thought this was great. So I think it's awesome. There were a couple things. There was. There were things
coaching
to help,
sessions.
coaching sessions to get you ready to go to be a company. So it sounds like you guys are going to press forward, and I definitely think you should, and I'm sure that the viewers and the readers, the TechCrunch, will agree. And I wish you nothing but the best, and thank you for your service in the military. And I don't think we take enough time to step back and realize how special you folks are, and how important it is what you do. So on behalf of TechCrunch and our readers, thank you very much for everything you do, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck with Bugl.co.
All right. Thanks.
Cool.
Thanks, Drew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Drew.